Chris is suggesting full quality, but the rules have been set already.
Oh my god.
What is happening? Why does it look like there's an argument? I never said it was okay.
Oh my god. It's just Brodo getting confused.
Yeah, I literally never said Dragon was okay.
We didn't say anything about Tearful, we didn't say anything about Alpha.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why he's talking about that. We were saying Colin is replacing... No, Dragon is replacing Colin, but Dragon went into a Red Bull for some reason. So we're trying to get him out of the Red Bull.
Which is what the confusion was.
And go back into Alba.
Where the heck is... Oh, Brian is in. Okay, Brian's in. Alright, so just to recount, I've got 16 friends online, excluding you, which would be... You would be the 16th, and 15 other people. All 15 other people are in the lobby.
Yep. Oh.
So, go ahead and start your pointless babbling.
Yeah. I said ready up.
Any chance me and Aiden could team up at McLaren? Our teammates are always missing. It'd be cool to compete for constructors. How many laps are we doing? Well, if you look at your screen and look slightly to the left, you will see that it says 18 laps. Dude. Okay, that question was bad. That question was bad. It's literally... He hasn't
been on the game for a while.
Dude, you can't look 2 inches to the left and see the big 18 laps. You've got to be kidding me.
Make conversation or something.
I don't know what he's doing, but... I couldn't imagine walking up to a restaurant and seeing the big number 2 next to some fries and being like, "Hey, what number are the fries?"
Well, we got qualifying in Jeddah, and it looks clear, so I'm happy. This is normally a great race, great action. Great battles. I'm excited. Do I sound excited?
Ooh, that echo's kind of bad. Here, start yapping again.
I am yapping. No one's out on track yet. The time it is going down, they're probably getting their setups on. So we must see. Everyone's in the pits. While I'm doing that, I shall get my telemetry so I can see all the details of the details. I wonder if Dragon is going to do his normal thing of going on the into lap first for some reason.
Alright, I got it.
He's going out. And sending me.
I forget that I basically have to have you muted almost to get this thing to work properly. Not muted on my stream, but muted in my headset. Why couldn't I change the camera for so long?
Yeah, I couldn't do that as well. I was so confused. Oh,
you were trying
Ash is into a wall. Ash is into a wall.
Dude, we're not even 3 seconds. Like, how is he already... Okay. I'm trying to see if there's anyone close to the pits that could possibly give us a view, but... Okay, well... Wow. That's not the ideal start Ash was looking for, unfortunately.
No.
That was like... That was very unexpected and, to be completely frank, random. Yeah, that was like... If you gave me 100 spins, I wouldn't have ever been like, yeah, Ash is going to go ahead and hit the wall 2 seconds into qualifying.
Ash needs to do a last to first then.
Yeah, and he's still in third place, but he's tied with Aiden in the standings. Oh boy.
It looks like an Alpine will be the one doing the first lap.
Indeed, I think it's the Alpine Aiden. Yeah, it is. So what can Aiden do as he heads around the final quarter to begin his lap? Aiden is currently 4th in the championship. I was literally just talking about that a couple of seconds ago. He's right behind Ash, although he is technically tied with him. I think he literally just lost the position with the results of the last race, because in the last race, Ash finished 2nd and Aiden finished 3rd. As there's another yellow flag. I think the Haas went around or something, but I think is he I don't know. He's not starting the lap. I think Swankier's teammate is it's Chris. Is behind Aiden, so Aiden's going to try to stay the lap. We're just going to stick with him as he goes through to finish it. But he's doing a very nice job staying within the track limits. He's not pushing them too far. I know it is strict corner cutting regardless, but I just like to see good driving, good pace, and I just like the way he's taking these corners.
It looks clean so far. No ball taps.
Something else I'd like to mention also is Aiden started 12th in last week's race, and obviously it didn't really have a huge effect on him because he still finished 3rd in the end. But Ashley is, again, just wanted to mention this one more time, Ashley is going to be starting dead last, like you said earlier, and he finished pole last race. And the last race was also a mystery race, so they didn't have a whole lot of time to practice. So to finish on pole in a mystery race is a pretty big deal. Do you know who the car is that's going to be setting a lap right behind Aiden's? I think it's a Mercedes, right? Isn't it Dr. Bod?
Oh, and there's a McLaren in the wall.
McLaren in the wall. Silver is Dr. Bod is going to set a 128. Who's behind him? I think it's going to be Tearful. Tearful's going to be right after them.
A Red Bull goes straight into him.
What is happening?
Oh
my goodness!
A Sauber goes into him.
There is a huge wreck.
Do people not understand what yellow flags mean?
Oh my goodness.
Yellow flags mean slow down.
That just completely threw me off everything that was happening. That was wild, dude. Oh my goodness. So Nathan's out as well.
Yeah. So
and
Ash might not be starting last.
Dude, that was just bizarre. Oh, and Alpha's lap has been disqualified, so is he racing Silver right now? No.
Penalty,
Who's on a lap?
Nathan got a red penalty for that.
Are you serious? I didn't see that. Well, the only person
going to take that off, because that is not fair. He was spun and people ignored yellow flag.
Nathan got a grid penalty for that?
Yep, and Swanky's just spun it in the final corner. What's going on?
I don't know. This has been a very interesting first lap. Chris isn't going to set a great lap time. He's going to set on 130. He's going to be behind Silver, interestingly. With no disrespect to Silver, but normally Chris is a little bit faster than that. I'm a bit surprised to see a lap. No, I won't say a bad lap, but was Brett involved in the thing with Silver? Because he's about to set like a 140 something.
I think it was the Sauber and another car. I can't remember.
Alright, well, DuPont is going to be starting a lap soon. Dragon is trying to set a lap with his damaged front wing after being involved with the whole McLaren kerfuffle. I don't know what happened there, but Black Dragon is also returning into F1 24 for the first time. I don't think he's raced in... Did he even race last season? I don't think he did.
He did.
Maybe at the beginning.
He did. I remember him spinning in Belgium into a wall and crashing out, causing a safety car.
Okay,
season.
Well, he definitely raced last season.
I won that race.
Oh, well, no wonder you remember that race. Oh, he's not even setting. I just realized he's not even setting a real lap time. He's doing that thing where he like drives around the track on inters for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I don't really know why he does that. This league does not give inters pole. I'm not really sure what the point of that is, but the fact that he's 9 seconds off of the pace in inters is kind of wild.
I'm just gonna say the grid penalty with Nathan it's not gonna matter anyway.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't gonna set a lap time, so.
Ooh, Aiden's.
I'm just gonna leave it.
Aiden with a 128.6 beating out Dr. by a few tenths. And once again, the top 5. Oh, Brian with a 128.6. Oh my goodness, look at what he has him beat by. Also, DuPont is going to be setting a similar lap time. Is DuPont going to take first place? He's not, but he's going to be right behind him. That was a great lap from DuPont to put himself in P4. And once again, the top 5 are all right behind each other.
This is not good looking good for Williams, who are in the lead in the constructors. And with Brian right at the top, who's Aston Martin is just 4 points behind in the constructors.
They are, and it's going to be a tough, hard fire battle for these top three teams, because Alpine is being dominated with Aiden right now, and Aston Martin with Brian and his teammate, which is finally starting to show up. He's currently in 8th place right now. I think this is shaping. Whoa! Oh, I just saw DuPont cut the track. I didn't realize he was on an in lap. Dragon is heading into the pits now too. I don't think anyone's going to be on a real. Brodo's going to be on a real lap soon if he's doing it on those tires. Which
going to be on a real lap just in a second.
What about? Aren't there people in front of him too?
I think most of them are going in the pits.
All right, well, let's see what Dr. Bod can do. He has 78% ERS, starting it a little low there. Hopefully he has enough to finish this lap. I think he should, if he manages it well. I've had issues where I start it on like 70% and I don't have enough to finish it towards the end of the lap. Hopefully he won't come across that problem as well. Going a little bit deep on that first... Yeah, going a bit wide on the first couple of corners, and someone spun in front of him. I think it's a Red Bull. Ooh, a little bit of a mistake there. He's going to have to cut the corner. I think his lap is over.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Recharge the battery and go again.
Yeah, and he's only got one lap on those tires, which I'm sure was just the outlap for the most part. So Joe Clark is getting ready to set another lap here. He's going to lock up into that first turn, but he is going to take the first turn cleanly outside of that lockup. Let's see how he does. He's not the only one on a lap right now. Silver is on a lap behind him as well.
Ooh, Joe Clark spins. And
I just saw that.
Slightly.
Yeah, I think that means his lap is over. So let's go ahead and take a peek at Silver. What's going strong at the moment. This is where a few drivers made mistakes earlier. And Silver's going to make one too. Silver's going to make yet another, or not, he's going to be another driver to make a mistake in that same section of the track.
Barely any battery.
I don't know I really don't think he's going to have enough to finish this lap. He's having to recharge in the middle of it.
He's used all of it already. Strange.
I don't know what he was doing. I wonder what made him do, because he's going to run out by the end of the straight. Or he's just not going to use it all the way, which won't help him either. But somehow he still found a way to be up on his time. Alright, what can Silver do? Chris is on a lap behind him as well, by the way.
I'm also having a look at Dr. Bod.
Dr. Bod is on a lap too? Oh, yeah.
He had a pretty sketchy first sector there, and he's down on his time.
And Silver's not going to make a huge improvement, if an improvement at all. He's not even going to change position. So let's go ahead and have a peek at Chris, who's invalidated. So instead of looking at Chris, we're going to have a peek at Dr. Bod, who is also invalidated. So is anyone on a real lap right now, and they're not invalidated?
I think Chris is on his out lap. No, he's not.
Yeah, no, Chris is just invalidated. What about Alpha? Alpha's invalidated too. So every driver on track is either on an
Oh,
in lap or
Silver's
they're
going
invalidated.
faster.
How is he going faster while recharging his battery?
Oh, he's going fast.
Okay, now he's going way slower.
Yeah.
I think Brodo is setting a lap right now. Yeah, he is.
Ooh.
Oh, Brodo's gonna bin it. Oh my goodness, that
No
just came out of
idea.
absolutely nowhere. How did he not retire from that? He has a bit of wing damage, but considering the collision, if this game was more realistic, that his race would have been over. Like imagine Beam and G Drive type soft body physics in this game. His race would have been long over. All right, well, who's on a lap right now? Well, it would have been Swankier, but Swankier is invalidated.
Well, it is on reduced, so if it was simulation, yeah, probably.
Oh, Aiden's is beginning his lap. No, he's not.
And department invalidates.
Oh my goodness. We could turn it off.
Swankier.
Actually, let's not change the rules.
He's invalidated.
Yeah, everyone on track is invalidated right now. Maybe Chris
Look
is
at
starting
Aiden.
to go
Aiden's on a lap.
on 3-lap old tires too, though. I don't know if this is going to play out for him the way he wants it to. I respect going out on tires this old because I would have gone to the pits by now personally. But if he could stick it out and get something good with it, that'd be great. As Brian is also going to head back out onto the track. He's been sitting in the pits for quite a while. I don't know what he's been. I think he's just been cooking, hatching a plan of some kind. Aiden is not up on his time. He's actually down by a couple of milliseconds. So I think this lap might be in the bag. Dr. Bod also on an outlap now.
Swankier's on a lap. No, he's not.
Yeah, he might be invalidated
He's
again.
barely any battery.
He was behind Chris, but what? How did Aiden beat that time? Aiden with a 1:2.85 to put himself in front of Brian.
He must have gained a bunch of time in the last sector then.
He had to if he was down on his time for a very long while. It's interesting. So we're gonna see Brian and Swankier setting laps. I think Swankier is attempting to set a lap, but I don't think it's really gonna be any good, truth be told. He has no battery. I think realistically we might be looking at like a 1:35. Maybe that's a little bit too slow. Maybe like a 1:30. Maybe like a 1:32. Well, he's coming up to the line now.
Oh,
A 1:31.5. I was close.
You were close. You were close.
All right, but now I'm having to peek at Brian.
Yep. Ooh,
Oh, a little. I saw that.
Correction.
Oh, he's being very dangerous on these curbs, and he's going to cut the track.
He's cut.
How is he not invalidated?
He's aborted. He's slowed down.
Okay, I was going to say, there's no way. That's crazy if the game didn't invalidate him there.
It doesn't invalidate if you lose time and slow down.
Well, that's unfortunate for Brian. Instead of binning it like Brodo or Dr. Bot in that same area.
On a lap.
So yeah, speaking of which, if he can keep it clean this time, ooh, that was a lot of slowdown. I think that's going to hurt his time a lot. I think that slowdown is going to hurt his time unless he...
Joe Clark's now on the lap.
Yeah, but he's down by 6 seconds, it looks like it says. Oh my gosh. What the heck was he doing?
What, Joe Clark?
Yeah, it said he was down by 6 seconds for me.
Oh. Well, he hasn't gone through the first sector, so...
Oh, there we go.
He's a bit down.
He can still make that time up. Aiden started down on his lap and ended up on pole.
Provisional pole. 1 minute 36 left on the clock.
Still plenty of time to set a lap. There's a lot of drivers on out laps now. Is that Swankier? I think that is Swankier. Yeah, he's spun around. Hopefully Chris can improve his lap time as well. Ferrari has not been doing too hot this season.
Joe Clark with a purple second sector.
I see that.
He's a 10th up on his time. So looking about in between red and silver at the moment.
How much time can he find coming around the final corners? Swankier was just chilling back there. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Is he going to set a 129.1? Not 129.1. He's going to set a 129.5. He's going to go above Brett for 7th place. So I think the next driver in front of him is it Silver? I think it is Silver. Silver's on an outlap though, so it will be Chris. What is Chris going to set? Is he going to set another 129? 129.9. I don't think.
410.
Yeah, but that doesn't really change anything for him, unfortunately.
Swanker's doing donuts.
Brodo has just started his lap. DuPont is up by 2/10 on his lap. And he's going to take pole. DuPont's going to be on pole position, but there's a Sauber behind him. Oh, that's not. He's on the outlap. Okay. A few more drivers are coming through. I just saw a position change. I think Brian just got dropped back down to 2nd, maybe. Who else is on a lap right now? Brodo is for sure.
I think most people are on their laps.
I think everyone's on a lap right now. I'm trying to find out who's the closest
Bod has
person.
backed off, so he won't have time to set another lap. This is his final time. 128.838.
Silver's up on his lap time though, and I think that's Brodo who's right behind him pretty much. I think it goes Silver and then Alpha. Nope, I'm wrong. It actually goes. I think it's Silver and then Tearful. And then Brodo
was trying to give Silver a bit of a toe there, but it didn't look like it worked well. He was going too slow.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see a huge improvement from Silver, unfortunately, which really stinks because he did a decent lap.
Improvement, very close to Brett's time.
Tearful Steel's going to bump up into 5th. Is it going to be enough from Brodo to get out of the 6th place slump? It is. He's going to be in 4th place. Now, who's behind them? Is it going to be?
Figuring us out.
Alpha's coming across the line. An improvement, but not a huge one. Is going to put him in between Swankier. There's a Ferrari coming across the line. It's Chris. He didn't improve his lap time. Swankier is invalidated. Dr. Bod's in the pits, and this qualifying session is over.
DuPont on pole position by 2/10.
Good for DuPont. He pulled that out last second. I don't know how he pulled it around so fast.
Aiden's been consistently up there, I've noticed.
All the drivers up there have been. The only one who's been...
Did he have a poor qualifying last time?
I think he did.
Yeah, he started 12th, yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about Aiden, right?
Yeah, so he's improved on his qualifying pace.
Well, this is maybe a good sign for DuPont, because DuPont started in 5th last race and ended up DNFing. By the way, I've just
in Belgium, 5th in Monaco, so it's great. It's his best result yet in qualifying for Aiden.
I've also just realized that Gabriel isn't here, unfortunately.
Quick driver. Quite quick last round in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Las Vegas was fun, though.
The donuts by Swanky in the final corner. Probably distracting a few people. Those tyres are probably gone though. Hopefully he doesn't get pitted onto those. Otherwise he's in big trouble. People adjusting their strategies for this race. Although I'm pretty sure there's going to be a safety car there in Jeddah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Tight walls. In real life, there's GT4 racing here at the moment. Been tuning into that sometimes.
All right, let's get a good race, guys. 5 red lights. And away we go. DuPont's going to lead us off the grid. I'm going to head down and watch. Whoa, there's some stuff happening in the back. Not sure what's going on. There was a little bit of rough and tumble bumping in the back, and I'm seeing, Brian just went around, or Joe Clark just went around having some issues in the back. A few drivers have spun, but there's a huge spin in the back. I think that was Ash. I think it was Ash, but Ash has already bumped himself up into P8. Oh, the Mercedes is going to get bumped off the track, and Ash is going to be following close behind him. I'm seeing a few drivers have spun. There's a bit more collision action happening. Swankier is all the way in the back of the grid again, starting another race, getting involved in the collision. I'm seeing an RB driver try to get around the outside of Ash. I think I'm seeing a bit of glitching because of the lag or something, whatever it is. But there is a lot of action happening in the back of this pack. I'm just going to move forward to the front now. I think Brian's going to be battling Chris, who this is another long time battle that's been happening in this league for many seasons, but Chris has already brought himself up into 3rd place. Is Brian going to take him cleanly on the inside? I think he is. Yeah, Chris is just going to let him through. There's no point in doing anything dangerous on this opening lap, which is something some drivers really struggle to understand. But they're doing a good job keeping it clean for the after the chaos that took place in the beginning of the race. I'm going to go ahead and get the telemetry and stuff up. I wish it wouldn't just get rid of it automatically, but Aiden already promoting himself into 1st place. Oh, goodness.
You see DuPont, he had the worst start I've ever seen. He didn't even get off the grid. He went from, oh my god, there's a crash in the back.
Trying to get to, oh my goodness. So many people are out. Someone just got a 10-second penalty, Ash did, for hitting his own teammate. A 10-second time penalty for hitting his teammate.
Oh no, both of them are in back now. This is not good for their constructors.
Oh, Williams.
It's crazy from DuPont. DuPont had the worst start ever. He got to around 12th place and now he's back in 6th. In just 1 and a bit laps.
Dude, that...
Crazy. Have a look at the start again. Look where DuPont goes. He goes from 1st all the way to 12th.
That opening sequence was truly something. It's just funny. I was talking so casually and I was so focused
on... the virtual safety car's already ended.
It was a virtual? I thought it was a safety car. I didn't even realize it. Dude, I was not... Okay, I gotta lock in. I was not paying attention at all. Ash is going to be so far behind everybody. Oh, someone just spun. Is it Swankier again? Swankier's just spun again. What is going on with him today? Dude, the 2 teams that need the most help right now are in the back of the grid. The Mercedes and the Williams, man. Oh my goodness. Dr. Bot is just going to swing it on the inside of Swankier. Swankier's just going to let him through. Let's go ahead and get back to the front. DuPont is right behind Brad and Chris. Ooh, look at Brad. Brad's going to throw it up the inside. Oh, and DuPont's going to do it as well. They're going to touch a little bit. I think he made a little bit of contact with the wall as well. And they're just going to drag race to the front. I think DuPont is more than likely going to be able to make an overtake on Brad and get the position. He's going to try to. He's going to throw it up the outside. Chris is going to go for a crazy dive and take DuPont out. He's going to knock DuPont all the way off the track. And he's going to get he's going to put himself up into 4th place.
Looks like DuPont's giving position back to the Haas.
Which is strange because, if anything, Chris should give those positions back. DuPont didn't do anything wrong. Maybe I missed something that happened, but on my end, it didn't look like DuPont did anything, truth be told. Oh, and Nathan's going to get a...
is the first one with track limits violations with a 3-second time penalty.
Wait, but I was watching him. What did he just get? I'm so confused. I think Swankier spun again. I don't know what he did to get that penalty. It didn't look like he exceeded the track. Maybe I need to watch it back.
Oh, it says multiple warnings, which I'm assuming is because of exceeding track limits.
Well, yeah, but I didn't see him exceed a track limit. Oh, his tire...
the Mercedes spun.
No, it's silver.
It's silver.
Oh my goodness. Well, right now there's a like 5-car pack. in the middle of the grid. It's. Oh wait, what is going on? Ash has gotten a 3-second penalty. There are a lot of cars in this pack. I'm seeing
There's
Chris, Brian just
massive
make an
battle
overtake
for
on
the lead.
Silver. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. Aiden's Brian
There
and
goes
Silver.
Brian.
Brian's gonna go for a double
turn
overtake. He's gonna go right up the inside. He's gonna get it through. Oh, look at Aiden. Aiden and Tearful going at it. Is Aiden going to be able to block him off? I think he is. He's going to get the advantage heading into this next corner, and Tearful's going to wisely just back off. And Alpha's going to get a 3-second time penalty. So this might be a Monaco Part 2, which is interesting because this track basically is just another Monaco because it's a similar kind of street circuit. But, man, oh,
It's
man.
a bit less bumpy.
Bit less bumpy for sure, and there's also just actually space to race.
Wider. It's wider than Monaco. So. This one,
DuPont.
yeah, it's got the characteristics of walls right on the limit.
And DuPont is pushing it close. I don't know if you almost saw him bump into Brad, but oh, and now he did bump into Brad. And he's going to almost push him off a little bit. I don't think that was intentional though. There's a Ferrari that's gone around. Is it Swankier again? Oh yeah, these cars are like right behind each other. It's 8th through 5th, and 8th through 4th, and they're all pretty darn close to each other. There's definitely a bit of teleporting from DuPont. I think that might just be a little bit of an issue on my end.
Last race as well.
Interesting. Well, Chris is just going to go ahead and let Nathan through.
Up his tires or whatever during qualifying, he was just teleporting.
Yeah, that might just be DuPont's Wi-Fi then, to be honest. But Brian is going to go ahead and take the fastest lap. I almost said pole position. He's going to go ahead and take the fastest lap with a 1:31.3.
Trying to make a move on him.
I didn't even see all that was happening. I was so busy caught up in the back of the pack. I need to keep an eye on the leaders. It's a lovely battle we're seeing between these two. There's just between first and like 8th, there is just so much happening. This is a good race in my opinion so far, and we're only 5 laps in. Whoa, where's Tearful going? Tearful just went all the way off the track. That was a bit odd. I think they're going to back off for a little while now. I'm going to go ahead and head to the middle of the pack as Joe Clark just overtook Chris. I think Chris is just letting people through. I'm not sure what that's about, but Brodo's going to get himself, I think that's another penalty maybe. Is that the second one? I'm pretty sure it is. Ooh, Aiden's going to cut the track, and that should be a penalty. I don't think it is. He's going to back off and let Tearful steal through. And Tearful's going to have an opportunity to overtake Brian shortly. Well, maybe not overtake Brian in the next couple of corners, but heading into that final turn, he just definitely have an opportunity if he can use his his turns wisely. Yeah. DRS now activated. Aiden is right behind Tearful. He must have gained a little bit of time in that corner. Yeah, and honestly, we might see Aiden catch up and overtake Brian.
Let's look at it into turn 1.
Now, Aiden's not going to have enough speed. Tearful definitely is, though. Is he going to head to the outside or the inside? No, he's going to slow down a little bit. Yeah, he took his foot off the pedal a little bit. I think they're just going to try to pull ahead from DuPont even more. And they're just going to, I think they're going to stop battling for a little while. Yeah. Dragon has bumped himself into 9th place. And Silver is going to go ahead and get a penalty as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the penalties. So we got 6 seconds for Brodo, 3 seconds for DuPont. I think it's 3 seconds for everyone else: DuPont, Nathan, Ash, and Silver. And there's a few people on the softs as well. I think so. We're looking at Tearful, DuPont, Bread, Chris, and Brodo are all on the soft tire. And I think who made a pit stop early on in the race? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Dr. Bud
is in the pits.
Well, Brodo has made 2 stops now, technically, as I'm seeing Aiden is trying to get around Tearful Steel. But Brodo and Silver both with 2 stops, and they need so much help, man. This is just sad. And the poor Mercedes, like, they just deserve better.
Aiden's between Alpha and Dragon the second K, but Alpha's had a few tank slappers, and now Dragon's pulled second. Back at the front, they're still fighting.
Yeah, I just saw Aiden overtake Tearful, and Joe Clark's going to overtake Nathan in the background. I think Tearful's going to go for an overtake in the pit lane. I'm just kidding. No, but
he's got to stick to the speed limit.
Ooh. I thought Aiden was getting ready to make an overtake on Brian. So we're seeing people go ahead and head to the pits now. I think it's going to be a lot of the soft runners. Chris is going to go ahead and stay out. Dragon obviously going to stay out on the hards. Dragon is known for in this league for starting races out on the hard tire. I don't know why he does that. I think those are the tires he's just most comfortable on because I'm pretty sure every race he starts on the softs. I can't even think of one race where he starts on anything other than that.
I think it's because he wants to like avoid the battles. I think he'd rather be slow at the start and then a lot faster at the end. I'm guessing.
I mean, I'm not mad at that strategy either.
Aiden's going to get DRS on Brian. Maybe
Watching that now.
might have a. If he gets a good run through these corners, he might have a run into the last corner.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna. Is he gonna actually go for it, or is he just gonna hold off? Because they're on the same kind of tires.
He's probably gonna do it into turn 1.
More than likely, yeah. But is Brian just going to let him through and they're just going to keep slingshotting each other? Because eventually they're going to have to pit. And it looks like Brian isn't... No, I don't think he's going to do it now. I was about to say, it took me a second. Yeah, Brian's just going to go ahead and let him through and they're going to leech off of each other and get themselves into a further position away from DuPont, who's starting to catch up. But DuPont, with that 3-second penalty, is actually going to go ahead and head to the pits.
I think all the soft runners are pitting. Yep, Chris is pitting as well. So all the soft runners are pitting now.
Okay.
Last lap in this lap. The mediums will go for probably another lap or 2.
So what lap do you think we're going to see Dragon head into the pits?
Tearful with a beautiful move on Dragon. Wow.
Completely missed it. I was looking at Brian and Aiden at the top and trying to keep an eye on them because they've been going, ooh, Brian was making a little bit of a mistake and heading into the wall. But honestly, Dragon kind of had to let him through. He's on older tires, and I know the hards don't wear super quickly, but it just made more sense. Well, no, what happened to Aiden? Aiden may have gotten... I don't know if he got put in the wall or just made a mistake. But Clark is going to have an opportunity to overtake him here. Is he going to get there in time? I think he is. He should catch up and start getting DRS in the next couple of corners if Aiden's...
No, he's not close enough.
He just barely was outside of the range.
Aiden's not going to have a front wing. Aiden's going to have to pit and change that front wing.
It looks like he has a front wing to me. Does he really not have one?
I thought I saw damage. Oh yeah.
There definitely was.
No, I thought I saw something fly up.
That was weird. There was something on the track.
You staying out?
Oh, Dr. Bod getting ready to overtake Alpha. Oh, look at this battle between Dr. Bod, Alpha, and Dragon. Holy smokes. Alpha making a bit of a mistake. Well, are they going to the pits or are they staying out? Dude, look at this.
Is it going to be 3 wide?
No, Dr. Bod's going to fly through. Dragon's going to make the overtake, and no one's going to go for any crazy dives. That was a beautiful 3-way battle on the straightaway. Dragon's slowing down quite a bit in the corners and maybe holding Alpha up a little bit.
Perhaps.
The Red Bull
still got to pit.
Oh yeah, and the Red Bull are another team that needs a pretty good finish here because they haven't had an amazing season either. I don't think they're super far behind in the standings. Or actually, they are super far behind in the standings. Now that I think about it, Brodo now looking at I think 6 seconds worth of penalties. Wait, that wasn't a penalty thing, wasn't it?
In the lead of the stoppers. Everyone else, most other people have to pit. The 3 in front of him has to pit. Nathan needs to pit. Dragon needs to pit, and Alpha needs to pit.
Does Dr. Bod need to pit as well? I think he does.
He's already made his Madrid pit stop, but his tyres might not last.
Oh, you know what? Wasn't he involved in that collision early on? Isn't that what it was?
He was at, if you remember, he was like at the back at the start, like a few laps in. His hards are like 7 laps old.
Nathan holding on, but now he's going to have to defend off DuPont in the back. Or not, because Nathan's actually going to go head off into the pits, and so is Dragon.
This looks like this is going to be really good for the Aston Martin crew. Look where their rivals Williams are compared to them. You've got
Yeah.
them in 1 and 3rd at the moment, even though they do have to pit. And you can see the Williams in 12th and 14th.
Right, but the closest driver to... So, you are 100% correct. It's just the closest driver to Brian... The closest driver to Brian that doesn't have to pit is still 17 seconds behind them. Mm-hmm. Which is enough time to go into the pits, get out of the pits, and then end up racing someone right behind them, you know?
I think he'll be behind Tiffel when he pits, but fresher tyres. And Tiffel does have that penalty for track limits, I think.
He does, and Dr. Vod's getting overtaken by DuPont. I don't know what happened to my tire. There you go. DuPont on the fresher tires. I think Dr. Bod is not going to ride these tires out to the end of the race. Maybe go to pit for the softs. Does he make that pit this lap? I don't think he does. I saw Brett in the back. Clark is going to go ahead and pit now, and Brian is going to stay out for another lap. So they had to have coordinated that.
And so is Aiden.
Okay, so now Brian is going to just drive off with the lead for a little while. Wait, what do you mean so is Aiden? Aiden's not in the pits.
I said Joe.
I thought you said so is Aiden, like Aiden's also going to the pits.
Oh, I might be
It's okay, it's fine.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
But right now we're looking at a battle of the penalties because just about everyone on the grid except for Dragon, Chris, and Dr. Bod don't have penalties. I really do think the move
Bod
to...
has made a good comeback.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Ooh, but look at DuPont and Tearful going at it. Is Dr. Bod gonna have an opportunity to catch up to them, do you think? I think he might. Despite being on those older tires.
Staying out for a while just because of safety car reasons, because he's going for another lap, it seems. When is he hitting? He's going to have barely enough time to get in front of Tearful and DuPont after the pits.
Tearful and DuPont are... Ooh! Tearful just went around the inside of DuPont. DuPont tapped the wall, and that let Dr. Bod on older tires get through. So, honestly, if they keep fighting the way that they are, Brian may not have a problem after all. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of a touch from Tearful. DuPont having a front row seat to this nice battle up ahead of them. They're not going to make any stupid dives into this corner, thankfully. DuPont's going to touch the wall again, and the way they're fighting, they're just going to keep increasing the gap to Brian. And honestly, maybe that's what he's trying to bank off of, you know? Maybe he's trying to hope that they'll fight and draw out a safety car or something, or just, in general, continue to fight and slow each other down while he pulls away.
Personally, I would have pitted last lap.
Oh yeah, without a question, his Dragon's going to go ahead and pick up his first penalty.
Because it looks like Brian's struggling now. He's just locked up into that corner.
Oh, Tearful just went around. Tearful got bumped around and pushed, and there was also wing damage early on, too. I don't know whose it was. I don't know if it was Tearful or if it was DuPont. I think it was Tearful, because Tearful is now struggling to get himself together. It was Tearful. Tearful lost a bit of front wing, and no safety car, virtual safety car, anything like that, as DuPont's going to try to make a move around the outside of Dr. Bod. I think he is going to get it done successfully. He is. Dr. Bod's going to let him through, and Brian is finally heading into the pits.
Softs, I imagine? Yeah.
There's another safety car. Or not safety car, there's another yellow. I think it was Swankier, right? No.
I think DuPont will have the lead, or Dr. Bod as he comes through with the DRS.
Does Brian... I don't think Brian even gets out of the pits before Tearful gets there, right?
Aiden has made so much time.
Oh my goodness. Tearful, I've watched.
Seconds behind Brian, and now he's in front.
And Tearful
Brian should have pitted that lap before, because Aiden's just caught 8 seconds on one lap alone. That's how bad those medium tyres were.
Tearful should have overtaken Brian coming out of the pits, but he completely dove around the first corner and ended up getting himself a penalty instead. And now some of the penalty-less drivers are now starting to get it. So now the only two on track that don't have any penalties whatsoever are Chris and Brian. And some penalties are starting to rack up a little bit. I'm seeing a lot of 6-second penalties, a few 9-second, or just one 9-second penalty for Alpha, which is not good for him at all. So there's gonna be a lot of penalties at the end of this race, a lot. DuPont is sticking behind Dr. Bod right now. DuPont also having another penalty. He's on technically fresher tires.
11th now. What happened to him?
Who's down 11? Clark. I think Clark was involved in that accident that happened. I saw him sideways on the grid. But on top of that, Brodo has finally got himself out of the back half of the grid. He's up in the points in 8th place.
Got Nathan on his tail though.
Oh, and I think Nathan's about to rocket past him. Yeah, oh my goodness. An easy overtake from Nathan. I think he's going to get the DRS on this straight as well, right? No, Brodo is going to get it. I guess I don't remember how the DRS works on this. This game is Brodo. Bread's retired. Did he retire in the pits? Why did he retire in the pits?
I'm not sure.
Why would he do that? Well, it looks like we're going to have... Looks like we're going to have another car driving around in the middle of the track for literally no reason. I really wish people wouldn't do that. Hopefully it just stays in the pits.
It's staying in there.
I guess something came up and Brett had to go. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah. It looks like it's staying race in the pits, so that's good.
Yeah. Nathan's starting to lose a bit of that time to Brodo. But Aiden is starting to gain a little bit of time to Ryan. Let's see who currently has the fastest lap right now. Can I see that? Fastest lap right now belongs to Brodo with a 1:35. And he's like a second or two faster than everybody else on the track right now.
No, it's Brian. That's not the fastest now.
Now Brian with the 1:34. As I'm talking about it, gets taken from him. Goodness gracious.
So at the moment, Dr. Bod is in the net lead with all the penalties taken into account. But Brian is catching on those soft tyres.
Actually, is he even in the net lead? Because if Brian continues to catch up the way he is, he's going to get within penalty range. And if he can get within penalty range, he'll definitely overtake Dr. Bod.
Oh yeah, he's gaining so much time.
He's
Dr. Bod's on those really old tyres as well.
Yeah, and really, no matter what Brian does, at this point, unless something bad happens, Brian could end up in first place. All he has to do is get within 3 seconds of Dr. Bod, and he's got it. So this is looking really good for Brian once again.
And look at Chris. Chris has done well into 6th.
He has indeed. After where did he start? I don't think he qualified super well. He started like 8th, I think, right?
Yeah, he's 4 positions up from where he started. So he started around 10th.
Good on him, putting in some good work. We're looking at Alpha. He's getting ready to overtake. I don't think he's getting ready to overtake Nathan. I thought he was, but Nathan having a decent amount of ERS left in comparison to Alpha, who's really trying to use it to get by. But doesn't Alpha have like 12 seconds worth of penalties? Oh, sorry, 9 seconds worth of penalties, which is also not good. But there's only a few people. Ooh, Alpha almost took out Nathan.
Right,
that was
the back of him.
that was very, very close. Coming up on 3 laps left in this race. Who do you think is going to win?
Well, obviously, I think it's going to be Brian with another win. Because he's on those soft tyres and catching the two in front. If they didn't have penalties, maybe they could fight it out. But because of those penalties, I don't think it's going to go well. Alpha and Nathan are really going for it.
Yeah.
Alpha, great overtake.
I was watching that too. Brian has 2 wins on the season, by the way. He's done 4 races, but he's got 2 wins and no
Also,
DNFs. And I don't think
championship
he's
leader as well.
yeah, I don't think he's missed any races this entire season.
He's looking at getting his 3rd championship in this league.
Which would be crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
3-time world champion. Well, you're a 2-time, right?
He's also a 2-time.
So we got 2-2-times and then a 1-time. Oh,
You've got another 2-time if you count Magster.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Aiden is also on those softs, I think. So he has the potential to maybe get in front of Dr. Bod if he's quick enough, but it's not looking great at the moment.
Yeah, it's not.
Within the point 6 seconds, though. Or actually, no, it's got to be 3 seconds because he has 3 seconds. Yeah, I don't really see where he could go from here. I think Chris is quite up to Tearful. I thought that it was like 4.6 seconds earlier.
Honestly, if anything, Chris just needs to catch up to... Chris is actually going to overtake Tearful. Because if he passes him,
Tearful
if he stays with
damage. Yeah, Tearful's got wing damage, that's why.
Still?
Yeah. It's from that spin earlier.
Come on, Chris.
And soft tyres aren't really catching quite enough at the moment.
Oh, they're not. The final lap is going to begin with DuPont technically not leading, but leading the race. So Chris has got a free position on Tier 4 right now.
Is he going to go for it into turn 1? No.
He doesn't need to. Truth be told. Oh, a little bit of a touch there. Can you believe we only had 1 safety car this race? I mean, the entire race?
It wasn't even a safety car, it was racing.
Yeah.
The last lap of the race, and I think Brian's got it in the bag, unless he makes major mistakes and loses a second to Dr. Bod, but Dr. Bod's on really old tyres.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. There aren't that many corners left, and I'm trying to keep an eye on Chris and Tearful in case something happens between them, but I don't think it will.
Dr. Bod needs to stay within 3 seconds of the pond to be in front of him. And it looks at the moment quite good. Yeah, it looks like Chris is just chilling behind Tearful. Might make a move into this last corner.
Alright, so Brian is going to win the race. And coming back down into Aiden. Where is Aiden? Is Aiden going to beat out Tearful? Actually, even if he does... Chris is going to go ahead and get around him. He really doesn't have to. In a drag race to the finish, Chris is going to overtake him. I think he would have won if it wasn't a drag race to the finish.
He finished behind.
No, I meant Alpha. Or not Alpha, Tearful.
Yeah. If Tearful didn't have the penalty, Tearful would be fine. Because
Nathan is going to get this position from Alpha after all of that, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
And Clark's going to get a position off Nathan, too. Oh, Dragon with a disappointing 11th place finish. That really stinks for him. I thought he did better than that.
Yeah, so it's starting on those hards. He didn't really have pace. It's first time back in a while though, so.
Yeah, and he showed He showed glimmers of a good driver.
Yeah, some nice Some nice battling with Alpha.
This was a rough race for Ash. Ash has been going through it. He's got a puncture.
That's not good.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Right.
And he doesn't even have a front wing. What the heck did he do? Oh, well, he's bending it. And he still couldn't even end the race. He couldn't even end the race by bending it. What a rough race, man. I don't know if you saw this, but so Dr. Bod did end up getting second for the second, not the second race in a row. No. It's wrong. I think this is his second podium. No, this is his third podium, actually. Sorry, I had to double check myself. I just pulled up the thing. It's his third race in a row. Brian with another win, a back-to-back win.
Extending the championship lead.
Definitely, but Dr. Bod being right behind him means he's not going to be too far ahead.
Yeah, he's slightly keeping his foot in. But we've still got many races to go. This is the fifth race, so we're nearly halfway there.
That was an interesting one. I enjoyed it.
Ryan the fastest lap as well.
Indeed. Have a look at the penalties
had a
and
good
stuff.
comeback from being close to last.
I think this is probably the funniest part of the end of the race, just looking at all the incidents.
I think Dr. Bod, if he didn't have those accidents at the start, he might have had a really good chance for wins.
Alright, well.
Brodo had a good comeback as well. Got back up into 6th.
He did. I know he's not happy with that position, though. With P4, good for him, man.
Now we're going to get influx of comments. Oh, it's already started.
Yeah, people aren't happy. But that was to be expected. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the track vote.
Oh, I think Ash had rear wing damage.
How do you even get rear wing damage?
By having your rear wing hit.
You know, that's a pretty good way to get rear wing damage, if I had to guess.
You're in the Christmas mood already.
I've been listening to it all day at my job. All day.
Christmas decorations up.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I haven't got mine up. Not December yet.
Oh, mine might have been out at my house.
Oh, we don't have a sprint until the 7th race, I think.
Yeah.
And mystery race, I think we have on the 10th race. Yeah. So we've still got a while till those. Those are some good ways to get points.
I gotta double check. I'm pretty sure it's 3, 7, and 9 will be the sprints, right? Maybe it's 3, 7, and 10. The mystery races for sure.
For F2.
Okay, and the mystery races for sure were 4, 10, and 12. 100%.
Yeah.
I know that because I had to write it down like 20 times.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Alright, so are we voting for the tracks as well? Did we say we were going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to vote for, should I say?
No.
No. Well, I'm going to vote for that one. And I have voted. Let's hope it gets approved, or whatever. It wins the vote. Because I'm doing that track because strategy is really good there because of high tyre wear. The battles are normally quite good there. So I'm picking that one. But I'm not going to say. You've got to guess what I voted for.
My guess is Qatar.
How do you know?
Literally, that fits every day. It was either Qatar or Australia. Everything you said, I was just like, yeah, that just sounds like Qatar. Bro, who drew on my drink? Why? Okay.
Drew on your drink.
I didn't. This wasn't that good, though. It's caramel pineapple from Tropical Smoothie. It's okay. Not my favorite. Alright, I'm setting a timer for 3 minutes. And at the end of that, I will announce the track. Should I say what's in the lead right now, or no?
No.
What I can say is...
Qatar's doing. Just say good, bad, or like, meh.
Good.
Ooh. Did you vote for Qatar?
Why would I say that? Now, why would a silly old person like me vote for a dumb old track like Qatar? Of course I did. I love Qatar. Anyway, I can tell you that Brazil, Mexico, and Hungary haven't even been voted for once.
Okay.
So I don't think anyone wants to go there.
What about Singapore?
Singapore has 4 votes right now. More votes are coming in.
4 votes?
Mm-hmm. I take it back. It has 5 votes.
Wow. Well, Singapore.
So maybe we'll end up going... We might end up going to Singapore. There's 1 minute and 50 seconds left on the timer.
Can I join as a safety car? Oh, I like that track.
Was there a link for a live stream? Oh, that's my bad. I always forget to post it because it posts in my YouTube server automatically.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies.
Well, we do have the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings you to your channel, I think. No, it brings it to Achillesir League.
Yeah, it brings it to the YouTube. I didn't want to make it my personal YouTube channel because I don't always just stream Achillesir on my personal channel. So I feel like it'd be kind of scummy to be like, "Hey guys, this is the channel where the live streams happen," but also it's my own YouTube channel. Like that just seems kind of, you know.
Well, the highlights do get put on the Achillesir League one, so
yeah,
it's all good, really.
All right, you guys have got 40 seconds to get your last couple of votes in.
40 seconds. Can you do like a big drum roll? Like,
ooh.
In third places, da-da-da. In second places, da-da-da.
I'll go third, second, and first.
Qatar.
Yeah, I'll do third,
Singapore.
second, and then first. Ooh, another one just came in. Interesting. All right, 10 seconds. 17.
Okay.
17 responses.
People just vote twice.
And they can't.
Oh, they can't.
It doesn't let you.
Fair enough.
All right. Timer is up. So in third place, we have a tie. It's actually between Texas and Austria now. Remember when I said Texas has no votes? Now it has 5. Texas and Austria both have 5. So second place is Monza with 6 votes.
Ooh, thank
and in
God.
First place
Thank God.
is Daytona. So I'll see you guys on Daytona.
Daytona, we're going over racing.
Yeah, no, it's Qatar with 8 points. So
Yay.
we will be racing in Qatar.
I'm happy. I'm a happy chap. Ooh. You have to set next race on the bot.
Didn't work.
Do it in mod talks.
Oopsie.
Because I don't think the bot has access to announcements.
Okay. Wait, but the bot doesn't have perms in this tab either.
Huh?
Where does the bot have terms? Have perms? Okay, now I gotta check. The bot should have access to every channel and it just doesn't. Can I make the bot a moderator? Can't I do that?
Don't give it too many, pal.
Yep, I can make the bot a moderator. And now we should be able to do it anywhere.
Am I missing stuff? Oh, it's just scroll all the way to the top for some reason. Is that working? Oh, it's got perms in. The bot is a mod.
12.7. Bro,
It's not working.
I'm actually about to crash out.
The bot went offline.
How? It can't go offline. How is it offline? It's a bot. How does the bot go offline? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave, and I think we're gonna watch the race back now in
I
the
just
server.
went in community dogs. It's not doing it in there either.
Oh boy. Okay.
I think we've just killed the bot.
It's a very sad bot.